Alright, when solving two-step equations, you're oftentimes going to get an equation in which you have two constant terms and you want to solve it by bringing one of the constant terms onto the other side of the equation. So right here we have -4 on the left-hand side, and we want to bring it to the right-hand side in order to get n by itself. That is the main goal right here. So let's put 7n right here. And on the right-hand side, we have 17 plus 4. As with -4 on the other side, when you bring it onto the other side, it turns into a plus 4. So, oops, you can't really see that. Go right there. Okay. So, what you do now is you have 7n is equal to 17 plus 4. 17 plus 4 will give you 21. And now you don't have a two-step equation. You only have a one-step. I made a video on a one-step equation. I'll leave that in the link down below. So 7n is equal to 21. What you do right here is you would divide both sides by what is attached to the variable. So in this scenario, you have 7. 7 is attached to the variable. So you divide the left-hand side and the right-hand side. The reason why you divide the right-hand side is because you are obeying the rule of balancing an equation. So if you do something to one side of the equation, you have to do something to the other side. So on the left-hand side, 7 cancels out as you are multiplying and dividing by the same number, cancels out, and we have n alone. And on the right-hand side is 21 divided by 7, so it is 3. So now we know what n is. N is 3. But let's say you solve this equation and you got a number like 4 or something that's not 3. And you want to verify that, oh, okay, I want to make sure that my answer is correct before, I submit my answer or I continue on to the next level of algebra. So what you would do to verify this is 7n minus 4, write out the equation again. 7n minus 4 is equal to 17. And what you would do is what I call a left side, right side check. This means that you would substitute n, your n variable. So right here I would put 3 in. And you would solve the left-hand side, solve the right-hand side, and they should equal the same. And if they do equal the same, that means you did the question right. So let's do that right now. So we have 7 times 3, as we found 3, minus 4 is equal to 17. 7 times 3 is 21, minus 4 is equal to 17. 21 minus 4 is 17, is equal to 17. So as you can see right here, if I go lower, the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. So we know it is correct. Alright. So that was an example question. Let me move on to another question right here. Alright, in this equation we have 25z plus 10 is equal to 25. So essentially you're doing the same thing. What you would want to do is, and in this question I'll show you what you would do to actually balance it. So let's do subtract 10 by both sides. So subtract 10 by both sides. On the left hand side, these cancel out. So you have 25z is equal to 25 minus 10, which will give you 15. So now you have another one-step equation. Once you solve the first step of a two-step equation, which is generally speaking is to get rid of one of the constant terms or bring it onto the other side. So now we have 25z is equal to 15. What we could do right here is divide both sides by 25. Wait a minute, 15 doesn't divide by 25. What will you do here? So you would write out z. Sorry, I put an e by accident. Write out z. And on the left hand side, both 25's cancel out, so you have z alone. And 15 divided by 25. Alright. Well, oops, complete accident. Alright. Well, you could write out 15 over 25. But wait a minute, you could even make the question or fraction even more simple. What you could do right here is you could divide the numerator and the denominator by 5. So let me create some more space right here. Let me write it 15 over 25 in huge numbers. And on the top and the bottom, the numerator and the denominator, they both have a common denominator. They'll both have a common factor of 5. So we could divide the top by 5, divide the top by 5, and divide the bottom by 5. And 15 divided by 5 will give you 3, and 25 divided by 5 will give you 5. So z is equal to 3 over 5. Alright, thank you guys for watching. This was how to solve two-step equations. Oftentimes, what you should take from this video is that when you are solving two-step equations, you are generally given a question that has, I'll give you another example right here. Let's say 5n plus 3 is equal to 20. The main goal in solving two-step equations is that you'd bring one of the constant terms onto the other side in order to isolate for your variable. And isolating a variable includes getting it on its own and then also dividing the number, the coefficient, that is what it is called, the coefficient, and you would, in order to do that, you divide both sides by 5 and you would move on from there. Alright, thank you guys for watching.